Good late afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Holly Shields and you're watching Kalkine TV live from our Sydney studios. And of course this is the last show of the day, the last trade. Let's have a look at the market closing. But first, it's been nearly a week since Vladimir Putin stunned the world and validated Western intelligence by sending forces to invade Ukraine. And soon enough, sanctions were imposed on Russia, led by the US and other Western nations who have swiftly fallen into line. The invasion of the Ukraine has rapidly made Russia a commercial outcast and global supply chains have been rattled. Commodity markets have been in turmoil since the invasion. For instance, oil prices soared and European gas reached its highest level on record. In this one-week period, sinusoidal trends have continued across global share markets. And coming to the local bourse's performance day, the ASX 200, despite all of this, closed up, gaining 34.7 points or 0.49%. Over the last 5 days as well, the index has gained 2.3%, but it's still down 3.94% for the last year to date. Then on the sectoral front, 5 of 11 sectors ended higher, with energy as the best performer, gaining 2.65% and 10.23% over the last 5 days. And as for these stocks, the best performer today, PointsBet, was shining the pack, up over 18%. PointsBet was followed by Whitehaven Coal and Liontown Resources, as well as Nickel Mines and Pilbara Minerals, all in the green today. But then on the other side of the ASX, PolyNovo was the top laggard. It's stuck down over 6%. Other stocks in this zone include Platinum Asset, InnovoCare, Coles Group and Magellan Financial Group. And making headlines today, Bubs Australia has doubled down on the Chinese market. The goat milk producer has entered into a share subscription agreement with a Hong Kong-listed milk powder trader, Willis Trading. Bubs founder and CEO Christy Carr said the partnership would strengthen its Daizhou or reseller channel and better target Chinese consumers. And today, Bubs shares traded up by nearly 2%. Meanwhile, also making headlines, Santos shares are trading in the green zone today after their chief executive, Kevin Gallagher, shared that he'll not be joining the board of Chris Ellison's Mineral Resources. A role at Mineral Resources had potential conflicts of interest for Gallagher, as the company is a buyer of an explorer for gas in Western Australia, where Santos is the dominant supplier. And then in other news, Corporate Travel Management announced that the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission will not oppose its proposed acquisition of Hallowell Travel's corporate division. The acquisition will combine two of Australia's largest corporate travel management companies, and both of which are working to satisfy the remaining conditions for the acquisition to be finalised. This will likely happen on the 31st of March. And then over to the global markets now, where Asian shares crept higher thanks to reassuring comments from the Federal Reserve that there could be a more modest rise in interest rates this month than some investors had feared. These investors, however, remain cautious over a news flow on the Russia-Ukraine war. And as this happens, the MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside of Japan nudged up by 0.4%. Japan's Nikkei added 1% and the Topix index rose an identical 1% as well. And then South Korea's Kospi index rose 1.3%, Hong Kong's Hang Seng advanced 0.3% and Shanghai Composite Index rose 0.3% as well. Then overnight in the US, Wall Street took another sharp swing. And back to rally mode, the S&P 500 closed 80.28 points higher. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 596 points and the Nasdaq Composite gained 219. That is a wrap for now, though, on the last trade. Tune in next time only on Kalkine TV. This is Holly Shields signing off.